welcome to Sammy's DIY workshop. In this week's video, I will be redoing this piece of furniture I picked up on Facebook Marketplace for $25. I ended up spending a total of $35 for materials and sold it for $5.75 for a total profit of $5.15. Here's a quick look at the before, and here is the finished product. Please join me as I bring this piece back to life. This project took me a total of 3 hours to complete. I had it listed on Marketplace for just over 2 hours before it sold, and I used 3 basic power tools to complete it, one being an orbital sander, a jigsaw, and a paint sprayer. To start off, I removed all the hardware and all the drawers. Next, I began sanding with 100 grit sandpaper to smooth over any nicks or scuffs. Once the entire surface was sanded, I switched to 150 grit and then 220 to finish it off. I did this to ensure an even finish and that the primer would adhere properly to the surface. For this piece, I decided to change the hardware, so I filled all the existing hardware holes with all-purpose Bondo. I like using all-purpose Bondo because it usually only takes one application and is more durable than your standard wood filler. I wasn't a fan of the original base on this dresser, so I decided to shape it into something more modern with my jigsaw. Personally, I like to use tape for my outline as a straight edge. I found that it gives me a better visualization of what it's going to look like in the end, and it gives me a cleaner cut. After all the sanding is complete, I like to give everything a quick wipe down just to assure I get all the dust off before priming. Before priming, there was one area I still needed to fix. There was some water damage on the top of this dresser, so I went in with a polyurethane sealant so everything would be smooth and the primer would adhere properly. I did about 3 coats of this, sanding in between to assure that it was a smooth surface and ready for primer. Our last step in prep work is priming, and this means we are one step closer to painting. I always make sure to wear my mask anytime I'm painting, especially in my garage as there is a lot of fumes. I also love to use my Wagner spray tint as it contains everything inside. Between coats, I go in with a high grit sandpaper just to smooth over the surface so it's ready for the next coat. I then started applying my first coat of paint. In total, I did 2 coats to ensure the surface was completely covered and seamless. Since I decided to change the hardware, I needed to drill new holes for the pulls, so here I am just measuring out the appropriate distance for each hardware pull. After I had all of the marks, I put the drawers back in so I could assure that I have a straight hole drilled through for the hardware. This is my favorite part in the process, is adding the hardware. I love seeing the piece come together and you get a look at the finished piece. Sorry for the wobbly video, but this was the finished product. I think this piece turned out beautifully and was very happy with the end result. Here's one more look at the before and after. Let me know in the comments below how you guys think this piece turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click the like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this every week.